Nam-myoho-renge-kyo, 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 Nam-myoho-renge-kyo.
We're good.
Hi, I'm Margaret. And this is the website where we take Buddhist philosophy and practice and apply it to the problems and concerns of everyday life. So today, we're going to discuss the spiritual struggle that occurs when you chant for a goal. When we chant for a goal, we always hope we're going to achieve it quickly. But obstacles of one sort or another inevitably appear. And this is when we engage in a spiritual struggle, one which we wage in our hearts and minds. And believe me, it happens to everyone. You are not alone. At the core of our lives exist two opposing forces. The first is fundamental enlightenment, where we can clearly see we have the Buddha nature, our universal connection, and experience being connected and one with the universe. When we're on this side of ourselves, we know we have the ability to create our lives as we wish them to be. But there's a second force. It's called fundamental darkness or delusion, which obscures our awareness that we have the Buddha nature. Fundamental darkness lays the foundation for all of the other negative and destructive forces within us, and is said to be the most deeply rooted illusion in life. It's the inability to see the true nature of our life and is the underlying cause of our feeling of weakness and separation. When we lose our awareness that we have the Buddha nature, we suffer in the lower states of existence. This is not surprising when you consider that we've all been born into a world where we've been taught by parents and our culture to believe in limitations. We've been taught about limitations from babyhood. Quote, money doesn't grow on trees, unquote. Quote, you must be realistic. You can't have the things the way you want them, etc., etc., etc. We've been taught to believe that outside forces control what we can do in life. For example, you can't find a job due to the bad economy. Mass consciousness believes in these things, so they appear to be so. But as we all know, there have always been exceptions. These opposing forces come into play when we take on the challenges and problems of everyday life through chanting. We might chant for something as concrete as finding a job or something sublime, such as enlightenment. As we chant and take action, do we doubt we have the Buddha nature and retreat in discouragement and fear? Or can we strengthen the conviction we have the Buddha nature, break through the darkness hiding the awareness, and reveal the life state of Buddhahood? This is hard. It means rejecting the evidence of the senses and repudiating the cultural beliefs we've been taught in order to rely on that infinite intelligence within us. The battle is always with ourselves. We actually possess the power to face and overcome any obstacle. You are not a victim of circumstances unless you believe you are. The real issue is whether we can believe this and can actually manifest the strength. And only by winning over our inner darkness and negativity can we be victorious in life and reveal our true potential. So how do we build this kind of faith that will allow you to win the spiritual struggle and manifest your Buddhahood? The first step is to chant Nam-myoho-renge-kyo. Nam-myoho-renge-kyo is the name of the mystic law, that life force, wisdom, and compassion at the core of our lives, that also governs the workings of the universe at every moment. Think of it this way. We have all watched waves rise out of the water of the ocean and crash on the shore. The ocean is like the underlying life force of the mystic law. Each of us is like one of those individual waves arising out of that ground and are one with it, even though we appear to be separated while living our lives. This idea is supported scientifically through quantum mechanics. If you look through a microscope, the material world doesn't look the way it does when we look around a room. It dissolves into atoms and electrons. The building blocks of creation get smaller and smaller until they turn into energy, which seems to appear and disappear into an unseen ground. This very life force resides at the core of our lives and also governs the working of the universe from moment to moment. Each of us is one with it in our Buddha nature. There, you're a manifestation of that mystic law, that life force, in the way that a wave is a manifestation of the ocean. When you chant and overcome one impossible obstacle after another, have those wonderful experiences one after another, you come to understand that the apparent limitations in life are not real. That's why overcoming obstacles are the stepping stones to enlightenment. In the Gosho, on attaining Buddhahood in this lifetime, Nichiren Daishonin says that we cannot achieve enlightenment unless we go through a profound inward change. And we do this through engaging with negativity and obstacles and chanting about them, small and large. We build the deep faith and awareness that we're one with the universe, and build the strong character that allows us to be victorious in life and enjoy fulfillment. Second step to build this faith: study. Study is important for 3 reasons. First, it teaches us the concepts which show us how life actually works, such as oneness of life and its environment and 3,000 realms in a moment of life. Next, study reminds us over and over that we're one with that infinite power and can rise out of the mass belief in limitations. And finally, our Buddhist training in how to set goals and take action is showing us how to put the new beliefs into action so we can be successful in life. The third step to building faith is to model the mentor-disciple relationship. We have examples with Nichiren and the 3 presidents of the SGI of people who have done the impossible. I mean, think about President Ikeda's life and what he's accomplished. So studying what our mentors have done and how they've done it gives us examples of what we can do when we model what they did. Fourth step to developing faith: stay close to the other practitioners. It allows us to reinforce these new beliefs so that we don't fall into our cultural beliefs of limitation again. Through practice and study, we gradually step out of the dream of limitation and come to understand our true power. As we chant, then take action on daily life issues, we use these challenges and obstacles to build inconspicuous benefits, those incremental changes of awareness and character which will transform our lives. Chanting Nam-myoho-renge-kyo, then taking action regarding our daily challenges, is the direct path to manifesting the highest state of life, or Buddhahood, where you know without doubt that you're one with the mystic law. And the 5th and final step toward this kind of faith is to not only chant Nam-myoho-renge-kyo yourself, but also teach others to the best of your ability so that they can become happy. Making efforts for the happiness of others creates profound effects in our own lives, enabling us to overcome negativity and delusions so that we may become unshakably happy. So, in summary, today we discussed the spiritual struggle that always occurs when we chant for a goal. It arises out of the beliefs we've been taught by parents and authority figures about life's limitations. In order to accomplish this profound transformation, we take the following steps. 1, chant and overcome one obstacle after another. 2, study to learn how the world actually works and to be reminded that we have this power. 3, model your life on our mentors who have accomplished the impossible. 4, attend meetings to be supported in this change. And 5, teach others. So the following are some related URLs to this topic. First, how can I change my limited thinking? Second, do you know how you set up barriers to what you want? And the third, steps to forge your faith. And I want to thank all of you for your comments. They're really interesting. And I thank you for topic ideas that you've given me as well. Keep them coming. And I'll see you in 2 weeks.